So Marriott and hotel, peace and light. So yeah, those people be following me around, all that gang stalking. Remember I told you that happened to me back in the day. Made me have to leave here, remember? That's when my children was real young. They were doing that back then. They read my chart when I was a child. Me being born on Christmas and everything, it only makes sense that people that's into that type of evil will read everyone's chart, especially if you're born on Christmas Day. And they know the true ramifications of the blessed deities being born on that day being black people. See, they know that. They know how it really works. They destroy it, how it really works, so they could profiteer on it. Murder, organ sales, drugs, false incarcerations, inflation, politics arrangements, poverty arrangements as to where people have astronomical wealth, where there's poverty everywhere. So we reading everybody's charts, see when they're babies. And then, mostly we'll just get them out of the way, especially if they're going to be somebody that's a threat to our way of things. But when you have a chart like this, it becomes really tempting. Now, we're going to have to keep this one around, but we're going to watch him right away. We're going to get involved with people in his family to make sure that he never, ever figures out who the hell he is. So they're constantly creating circumstance in our neighborhoods to make sure that we're so impoverished where the side of me that you all see I've activated, you can never ascertain that, especially when you got a false doctrine around you that's forced down your throat constantly to make you be believing in something that literally throws you off track of everything that you are, okay? So when you got these people out here that's the energy vampires, I showed you that in stone as to where we showed that Kundalini energy being intercepted by the pale people in the middle of the black people, making the black people more and more pale. So it's kind of really disturbing around your heart when you find out that forever people have been stealing every damn thing from you and lying to you about your greatness and then jealous of you and hating you so far as to where the universe try to give you things and then they'll steal it. They'll even murder and try to set you up for the murder, My spirit been telling me a long time that somebody killed Ben Richards. And my spirit tells me, yeah, it was a corporate seizure and everything, and they found out the motive and all that shit. And then they got corrupt ass people even in your family. You could see when the judge told them to give you your shit, the first thing they did is try to find you. And so that led them right to who. And then, of course, everybody being all wicked and sneaky and conniving the way they are, and me being easily available because I've been putting my shit up on YouTube for the last 10 years. They all conspired. Yeah, well, everybody gonna think he's crazy, all the shit he been talking about. So, we'll just go to his YouTube page and everything else that we could do to just savage his ass and destroy his online business and everything. Who gives a fuck about his universal freaking principle of purpose? When we know for a fact that's destruction to us, and we all needed that money that Ben was supposed to give us, but we didn't treat old Ben right, see? And in the last second of everything, Ben realized that. So this guy was there being super nice and everything that we should have been doing, but guess what? We were not there, he was there. So Ben wrote that fund and that property and everything to him, but we sat around wanting that shit for ourselves, even though we didn't deserve it. And by the time we had did what we needed to do to get his ass out of the way, because this fool over here energizing him and shit and getting him up and running, that's why Ben took me to that house, because he was involved with occultists who knew that this guy right here could probably get you up and running, Ben, whether we vampire his energy or just his anointing self get you going. And I did exactly what they wanted. I was able to pull it off. I had him up and riding the damn lawnmower in no time at all. But there was people around who just did not want that to fly. So there was a lot of crazy stuff that went on in Ben's mind. I believe somebody was working magic on him to make him have those in and out moments of sometimes he could be the coolest guy on earth, and then sometimes he would just be a raging asshole as to where, that did it. I can't, Ben, you got to quit talking to me like that, all right? But, I ain't no professional caregiver, so, yeah, I probably spoke some truth that came off with anger behind it because of people energy pirating me. And since I was in a Hollywood movie in 2000, when they saw all that stuff that they saw, I bet they read a chart on me. And then I got everybody in Hollywood who wanted to be a star after me and doing all kind of magic to extract, I call it evil magic, try to extract everything out of me. Okay. So they're constantly working on my throat chakras, working on my finances, destroyed my bus. One every job I get, they call. They're trying to tell bad reports. You shouldn't let them work there. I come out there and try to work on the streets. They're gang stalking me all day. That's Steve's family, Steve Cartman family. That's who it got to be. I'll be seeing them following me around. The guy looked just like his son or something, you know? My brain kept saying, don't he really look like that guy Steve Cartman? But you know what? I don't care about any of that shit as to where all that stuff do is keep you depressed. But you know what? That's them. They need that money so bad because of all of the wicked ass shit. They all involved with this big church somewhere up in Seattle. And I really think that they are the occult because all these people that's riding around here, gang stalking me and everything, they seem to be misplaced. And also they have their locals that's here. You know, it's really big all around the whole planet. So with what they've done, they pissed God off so much that God is just like, well, I'm just going to burn them all up. And I've been warning them, and I've been warning y'all. Okay? But since they want to cover up the history of the earth, they want to just do what they want to do. So Ben rolled up on me one day, propositioned me when things is going really bad for me and I ain't got nowhere to live and everything. Arranged by them that we would financially destroy him. You see them doing the same thing again right now. So this is a big system of the organized occult that's doing this. So is his family, Ben Richards' family, involved with it? Because there's people I see that look just like Dan and Steve. They're probably sons or nephews or something because they don't look old like Dan and Steve would look at their age because they're like me in their 60s. These guys look younger, like they're in their 30s or early 40s. Sons. Not thinking I'll look at them and be able to figure out that you guys are connected with Steve Cartman. So if Steve went to prison for murdering Ben, the motive would have been all of the money that Ben and the properties that Ben left to me. So now if my family got all involved with the shit, it's only because the same people who wanted to steal everything from me, with all of the arrangements of being able to listen in on everybody's phones and everything, because remember, I was on the Hollywood set, and they're the biggest ones, the Vampire Energy. And I told you guys, I jumped through the sky. I was so damn adrenaline running through my ass. I know I jumped far. It's the way they said, now what the hell? So right away, every person that was out there trying to steal gifts from people went and read my charts and found out who I was. And since then, I've had nothing but trouble after trouble after trouble after trouble after trouble. I can't even leave here and go to the store without coming home and it's evident that someone that came in my house, people gang walking around me all day, taking pictures of me, copying everything about me. You know what I'm saying? Setting up illusions, got my mind so fucked up and so clouded as to where, damn, what is, want me to just be destroyed as to where I can never be who I'm supposed to be. And the only thing that in their mind I'm supposed to be is the same person that I've been for the last 15 years where they didn't do anything but steal everything, all my creativity. Look, let me show you. I might as well show it to you because I bet you they took a picture of the shit and I already got it. They watch me in here while I create this shit. Look at it. Okay? This is what I like to do. I don't need nobody's shit. You just leave my ass alone and I'll be sitting here cool like Santa on my own mission about things that I could enjoy in life and what I could do to get me going. I ain't got to be out here taking money and trying to be some damn gangster stalking people that I shouldn't be stalking. These motherfuckers burn up whole counties and shit, and I'm just too damn dumb to understand that. But, when I sit here and I paint all this shit and I be thinking about everything that's going on, I'm going to be talking to him and he be showing me what he's doing. And he's saying, it's not pretty. I'm going to show them not to fuck with you. And then he's telling me, tell these people up in Washington that I got their address too. And then when I be trying to tell all y'all that shit, y'all won't try to get mad at me after you already done ripped yourself a new ass by fucking with me the way you done fucked with me. Okay? And it's all behind that money and your disrespect for black people. All this stuff going on earth right now that's proving what I've been saying has validation to it. As the water levels drop, you can see places where it's water now usually didn't have water. There are traces of the Buddha and every damn thing that's coming in everybody's face that you have to agree on. Well, he's been telling the truth. Coming in here, okay? Saying this stuff right here and then saying it in stone everywhere. with the 7 on top of that, that demonstrates the fact of everything you read in the Bible about Jesus and his 7. You see it all come from us. All of it. So they came out here and they whitewashed all this stuff and hid it and gave you Jesus Christ and removed Amon-Ra and all of the women and everything. And then they turned all that shit into the occult as to where they've been using evil magic to manipulate families. Chased me away from my family when I told you that. She went out and started reading tarot card, meaning Ida. And when she started reading tarot card, I bet you somehow she got involved with this obvious coven of witches that's around here. Their lives has been destroyed ever since then because all she did is lie to them and lie to the world about how nothing I am. And I had to just pull out of here because of the same shit you see happening to me right now. They started doing that to me back then. Okay, I told you all that. And that pure potential when I was telling you about Ben Richards. When I lived with him and he died when I was there. Okay? My brain been telling me for a long time, this has got something to do with that money and Ben Richards' family. It's all making sense now. This is what I think they did. I think that since they couldn't find me, they got in touch with Ida. And then when they got in touch with Ida, because the judge had told them that money had to be returned to me, they wrote all these fake-ass documents that labeled me to be incompetent. And one of them being the recipient of my money or a caretaker for me. And then while I was in Chicago, they was trying over and over and over to kill me, but I just kept escaping. The same shit that's going on right here. So anybody that want to know what's going on, I just told you. Got involved with her and other people in my family that forged documents. Yeah, he been crazy forever and this and that and woo and all that lie and all that bullshit. And you all know this makes sense. So all you people that's out here stalking and everything, what you are doing is making yourself an accessory to these people that's trying to murder me. And I got Amon-Ra backing me up, and he's going to wipe all y'all asses out. If he could burn up all that county over there that I pre-warned you he's going to burn up, then guess what? I'm pre-warning you right now. He's going to burn your stalking ass up too from the inside out. So get ready. Get ready.